Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Haris bin Faiz, and this is the first installment in a new playlist, The Mechanics of Genius. This playlist is designed to facilitate the efforts of students and scholars of all ages. And in this, the first of, inshallah, several installments, I'm going to present one principle that I have witnessed dramatically enhance my learning potential. And this is a principle that I have developed from studying neuroscience. Summarily, this is the principle. Our learning potential is depleted every time we subject our mind to undergo the process of face recognition. And this is the advice, again, in summary. When you want to maximize learning on any given day, it is in your best interest to limit the number of discrete faces that you will be exposed to, and with particular emphasis on the faces of those individuals who don't appear in your life's daily routine. Now I'll proceed to an elaboration. First, it is now common knowledge with neuroscientists that 40 to 50% of the human brain's area is devoted to processing visual information. As a side note, I first learned this from episode 21, Cognitive Neuroscience, of the documentary series Discovering Psychology, which is by Stanford University psychologist Philip Zimbardo. But it's my understanding that this is standard textbook information now. Second, it is also very well known, both in scientific circles as well as in the folklore of various cultures, that blind people have superb memories. In fact, there is a belief amongst the scholars of the Talmud, which I should preface is the collection of the Jewish books analogous to the Islamic Hadith. The belief of the former is this: if biblical quotes are attributed to a blind person, they should be considered accurate. There is also a legend that Imam Bukhari, the author of the most authentic of the compilations of the Hadith, that is Sahih Bukhari, was blind from a young age. However, there is some controversy regarding this and an accompanying belief that he was cured later. So this is admittedly less authoritative in the way of any anecdotal proof. Presently, there are many hypotheses on why blind people demonstrate greater powers of memory, but no scientific consensus yet. Third, and lastly, another motif that I have observed, especially in the course of reading historical novels, is of individuals trying to facilitate recall by closing their eyes. Now, with all of these cues, the three that I mentioned, I've developed a hypothesis of my own. And that hypothesis is as follows. The appearance of a new face in your vision is like a puzzle for your brain. You register a set of facial features, and your brain immediately mobilizes its reserves to answer the following two questions. At the least, the following two. A. Who is this person? B. Is he friend or is he foe? For an adult, if you see Imran Khan's face appear on the television screen, your brain immediately processes this raw information and yields the correct answer in the way of A. Who is this person? And this happens even though the total pool of faces that you recognize may number in the tens of thousands. Let me reiterate again, in one split second, without any conscious effort from the host, the answer to the puzzle of who this person is presented, regardless of whatever other task you might be concurrently devoting yourself to. Now imagine a scenario where you are solving hundreds or even thousands of such puzzles every day. Worse yet, consider that a significant proportion of this volume is constituted of faces that you've seen in only a few instances in the course of your life. It's complete neurological chaos. You see, your brain replenishes its reserves every night when you sleep. What I'm suggesting is this: the parable of those who wonder why they've got no motivation to learn and assimilate new knowledge after they've already spent much of the day processing faces in any of various forms is this. This is the parable. A person spends the entire day doing hard labor under the sun. He then comes home to dinner. He rehydrates and takes his meal adequately to his satisfaction. And then he wonders why he'd rather now proceed to his bed and rest rather than go for a physical exercise drill that he had very much looked forward to that same morning. What I'm trying to illustrate here is that your brain too is a muscle. Once you've exhausted it, it just wants to rest. And this is why I have come to believe that face identification is poison to any scholarly pursuit.